Hello everyone, my name is Carly Cornish and my senior capstone project is 3D printing cosplay armor. So I decided to choose this particular capstone because I love the fantasy genre, whether it's movies or books, and I've always been fascinated by armor and warriors and everything because my family and I have been going to Red Fairs ever since I was, I believe, 3 years old, so it's been a part of my life for a very long time. And I've always loved, as I said, the fantasy genre in books. So when I got older and I started actually writing myself, I realized that I wanted to create a trilogy based on the fantasy genre. So with that, as with any other book, becomes a lot of notes for like culture and religion and just design aspects of every type. And I've always wanted to turn what I had book-wise into something physical. So I decided to try and test my skills with 3D modeling and 3D printing and just to design this and to see if I could really make it into a costume that I could meld my writing, the fantasy genre, and going to Ren fairs as well, all together into one singular piece. So that's how I really decided that I wanted to do this, and I'm very happy with how it came out. And the following steps that I'm going to show you is how I managed to do this entire process throughout the year. So the first stage I went through for this process was the sketching stage. This is where I came up with the basic concept of what it was going to look like, and I did this using Adobe Photoshop. This can be done through any type of drawing software. And then I took that image and I imported it into Fusion 360, and I used an educational license to be able to use this for free. I just used the sketch itself to place the lines and the circles and any details that I wanted to incorporate. And once I finished the initial sketch in the 3D modeling software, I created a cylinder, which would be the object that I extrude the sketch itself from to create the 3D model. And the cylinder is just large enough to match the curvature of whatever body part this particular piece is for. And then the next stage is the 3D printing stage, which I used my FlashForge Adventure 3C FDM printer. The next stage is the priming and painting stage. I used Flex Seal, which is liquid sprayable rubber, and I just covered the prints in that to just give a even painting service and to get rid of the layer lines that would normally show up. I also used folk art acrylic paint in order to get these colors, and a liquid gloss medium mixed with water to create this dripping paint look that you see in this video. And after the painting stage, once everything had dried, I used leather and metal pins and brads to put everything together. The hexagonal mesh, that was not my own 3D design. I did end up 3D printing it, but I was not the one that actually made the 3D model. I found it on a site called Thingiverse, and it is created by a user named DaVinci85, so that is all his work. I was just the one that printed it and used it to add to my armor, so I cannot take credit for that design itself. Overall, the entire process itself took anywhere from 300 or 400 plus hours of work. So below is my username, and you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.